Yo, man, welcome to thejournalistdj.com. I'm Andile, aka The Journalist, and next to me, I've got the ReaDaSoul. How you feeling, dog?
I'm right, brother. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good, We're out here at the Jägermeister Night Embassy. You played earlier on, dope set. Tell me about your set, man. What did you have in your set, and how was that like?
So it was a bit of both exclusive music and released music because from the moment I walked in, I could tell that the crowd is very diverse in terms of the way they looked, the way they dressed and everything. So I thought it'll be very interesting for me to play around with the music that I have in my drives and everything. So I went a little bit commercial, I went a little bit exclusive, and that's pretty much the whole set.
Yeah, man, and it was dope. And one of the things that I find interesting about you, Rhea, is that you're a guy, you're a young guy, you're a DJ, and you're blowing up in an environment where it's kind of changed. It's like the industry is looking at like female DJs or celebrity DJs, but you're out here doing your thing. My question is like, what's your secret, man? How are you able to pop in a saturated industry?
As unbelievable as this might sound, my secret is be undeniable. Like, put in the work so much that when people look at you, they can't help but want to experience your sets. They want to experience you as a brand. If you're a DJ, they want to experience your sets. If you're a dancer, they want to see you dance. If you are an actor, they want to see you act. So that's my secret. I once had a conversation with someone who said, there's so many really, really amazing DJs out there. What you need to do is find what makes you stand out and focus on that. And that's pretty much how I've been living my life ever since that conversation that I had. Because the structure of my career as a whole is literally based around me being that guy that can transition really well. So that's what I focus on. If you look at my social media, it's just a bunch of videos of me doing really dope transitions, So yeah, it's just me focusing on what I think sets me out from everyone else and just focusing on that, just giving the people that content. Because when you have never seen ReaDaSoul, you've never heard a ReaDaSoul set, the moment you see that video, you're like, goodness, this guy is really good. I'd love to experience this. And that's what makes the promoters want to book us. The fact that there's so many great DJs, but there's a style that ReaDaSoul offers that not a lot of DJ can offer.
Yeah, man, and thanks for those insights. It's quite interesting. Now, ReaDaSoul, take me to like you. Who are you, man? Where are you from? And when did it all begin, for you?
So I was introduced to music at a very, very early age. I think I was around 15, 16. That's when I had my first phone that could go onto the internet. And what I wanted to do, what I wanted to focus on, was to be like the one guy that had all the best songs before everyone else in the hood.
Like most DJs.
100%. So that's pretty much how my love for music began. And then this was in 2014, right? Then December 2014, I met a guy who had CDJs or CDJ 100s. It's like, no, come to my house, I'll teach you how to play. And that's pretty much how I was introduced to DJing and never looked back ever since. And then tapped into production around 2018. Not around, actually in 2018, that's when I started doing music production a little bit there and there. But my number one passion has always been DJing. I do production because I realize the importance of putting out music. I know what it does for a brand, so that's why I tap into the production. That's why I put out the music. But gun held to my head, if I had to pick one, it would have to be DJing.
I understand you, and I was talking to someone earlier on, and she was saying that not all DJs need to be artists. Sometimes a DJ just needs to be a DJ, and that's okay. Even though we live in an era where every DJ feels like they need to release music on a professional level. But speaking about you being an artist, like in terms of production, have you released stuff? Like what can people expect from you?
Yes, there's quite a number of songs that are out. I haven't put out a full body of work just as yet, because I'm still trying to refine my production skill. Like I said, it's not my area of expertise. So for someone who's naturally a producer, I have to put in twice the work in order for me to match their productivity. So I haven't really gotten to a point where I'm ready to put together a body of work, but there's quite a number of songs that are out that I've done that have my name on them. And also looking to put out more stuff. I actually have a song that I've been teasing on social media, have been pushing it through DJs, have been pushing it through content creators that's gonna come out. Still, I can't give you a date yet because we're still like finalizing the behind the scenes stuff, the admin stuff. As soon as that's done, then I can give away the date. But I have a song titled Space with a very, very talented producer. His name is Sanjay. People should check him out. He's really, really, really great. He's like really amazing. So it's the guy that I worked with on the song. It's gonna come out in the month of June. I just can't give a date yet because we're still trying to finalize the behind the scenes stuff. And then once that is done, I'm gonna focus on the second half of the year because it's already June now. Yeah. Then we can focus on what are we going to do towards the end of the year or generally in the second half of the year. You know, either we're doing more singles, are we doing a project? We'll have to figure that out as time goes on, you know.
Sounds amazing, bro. Sounds amazing. So you know, like, also, you know, you spoke about your brand earlier on, and you have like this famous picture where you say, "Rico Popa." What does that mean, and what is it all about?
Yo, dope question. So like, I was raised by a very, very religious and spiritual mom. Super, super dope. Super, super amazing mother. And I didn't have the most beautiful childhood growing up. It was a bit difficult for the family and everything. But one thing that kept me going was the fact that I knew and I wanted to popa. So I said retro popa. That's pretty much where it began. But I'm like,
shout out to Sandy Plus, ladies and gents.
What's popping?
Yeah. Riba, we'll talk about popping.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
We talk about Hopopa, you know, he's popping.
Hopopa.
Yeah. That's what he talking about.
That's it. Yeah. On God.
Yeah. Away.
So yeah, back to what I was saying. So the phrase started off as retlo popa. And I'm like, no man, based off of what my mom taught me, whatever you do in life, if you declare it in the name of God, then there's nothing that can take away that from you. So that's where on God retlo popa. So that's pretty much where the phrase on God retlo popa comes from. It comes from the fact that I knew and I wanted to popa. But I knew that the only way I could popa is if I do it through God. And I said on God retlo popa. And also I'm a very team player like person. So I didn't say kitlo popa because it's really not about me alone at this point in time. And I knew it was never going to be about me alone. It's about everyone around me, everyone that looks at me and shows a little bit of inspiration. They must know that I believed, and the reason why I'm here, the reason why I aspire to do better, the reason why I want to be big and bigger than what I am today is because I believe that retlo popa can only get better from where we are today.
Wow, man, well spoken, bro. Lastly from you, man, you know, like, as a person that like curates music, produces music, and you get to obviously chill with a lot of artists, and you know, you have insights on like what is gonna happen. What do you think is next in the South African music scene?
Yo, I don't know what I think is next, but I hope and I pray that Soulful Amapiano makes a comeback, because that's what I like, that's what I listen to the most. You know, as much as right now there's so many sub-sounds within the genre itself of Amapiano, there's so many sounds within the genres. I just really hope that the next phase for Amapiano is soulful, because I was listening to what Kelvin is making, listening to Gaba Canal, very, very, very beautiful project that he put out, listening to Kelvin Momo, the project that he dropped late last year, and the project that he's about to drop as well. It's really, really beautiful. It's soulful music. So I hope that as time goes on, more and more producers fall towards the soulful sound, you know. That's what I would love to see happen. Yeah.
Man, thank you so much for your time. And lastly, how can people check you out? Where can people follow you on social media?
So I'm on Instagram at ReaDaSoul, ReaDaSoul _ReaDaSoul _. On Twitter it's at ReaDaSoul, and Facebook ReaDaSoul.
Thank you so much, bro.
Thank you so much for having me.
And we are out, yo.